here now in pin 5, checking out some crossbred gilts, and Dad has caught here. This is 45-3. She's a digger back on Horton, and guys, this gilt is neat. I just love her. She has that cocky, up-headed attitude she has since she was little. Really attractive, made up through that front end. You get on top of her, she's really square down that top line and out through her hip. Sets those front feet down squared, wide-chested, really good in terms of her center body dimension, really good in terms of muscle shape and design. This is a gilt that I like an awful lot, and I think she's one that's going to be a lot of fun and a fun color pattern as well. That was 45-3. Coming up here next, this is the 34-5. 34-5. She is an Echo Mountain Battlefield. We have 3 of these gilts in this pin we're going to look at. This one's the one that's a little stouter in her makeup. She's stout skulled, yet really clean up through that front end. You get on top of her, she has a big old groove down that top line. She's wide from stifle to stifle. She's big boned, square made at the ground. Good in terms of that center rib dimension. Here's a really good designed crossbred gilt. And again, that's the -5, 34-5. Coming over here, we got a sister of her. This is 34-9. Again, they're out of Echo Mountain. She's the little taller one of the trio sisters in this pin. She's tall at the point of her shoulder. Maybe going to be a notch bigger in terms of frame size. Really level from the side profile. You just love watching her go back and forth as you do. If you study her out of the backside of her blade, she has a big old groove down that loin edge. You get behind her, she's shapely from stifle to stifle. Good in terms of her feet and leg and bone size. Just look at that head. I think she's one that's going to be a lot of fun, be a really attractive made crossbred gilt. If we catch the other gilt, right here is the little gilt right here, kind of the speckled up blue gilt, the other sister. This is 34-10. 34-10. She's the little more moderate one of the litter. As you study her, she's wide at the ground. She's wide in the upper skeleton. Square chested coming right at you. Big old stout skull laid in her. You get on top of her, she's wide topped. She's big hipped. She's big centered. She's kind of the EST gilt of that litter. One that I really appreciate in terms of that natural math and 3-dimensional volume she has. This is going to be a gilt that's going to be a lot of fun to have on the whip come this summer. Next up, this is 32-2. She's another one of those Party Up North Battlefield gilts, and guys, I think there's so much genetic potential in this female. As you study her, she's really clean fronted up through that front end. She's jet level down her top, really correct in how she ties that hip and hind leg put together. She's a little timid in this pin here today, but she's one, when she gets out and moves, she's very sound and flexible on the move. She can get out and take a really comfortable stride. There's a whole lot of genetic value in this girl. Our best sows that we have here are some of our Party Up North mamas, or go back to Party Up North. So she's one I think not only will be a lot of fun to have in the show ring come this summer, but she's one I think is going to have a whole lot of value and genetic potential being a brood sow when you get her back home and, you know, breed her this fall and next winter for show pigs for next year. She's going to have a whole lot of value there as well.